Hi everyone, John Rain here from the William Smith Training Academy, and in today's short video we're going to be talking about squeegees. If you're new to interior film, then the squeegee is going to be one of the first tools you're going to have to get comfortable with. So let's go through these 4 squeegees and talk about the key features. So one of the main ones is the stiffness. So this gold applicator here, it's got a bit of flex but it is very stiff, which is great for anything with a slight bit of curvature to it or general application. The other 3 are very rigid. And for interior film, at least having one like that is my go-to. A lot of these have Teflon in them, so when it comes to applying, there's no friction. And I get really good pressure, and I can make the material do what I want it to do. The profile of the squeegee, including the thickness of the blade, is important too. So the thickness of the blade will determine if I can use this to tuck into deep recesses. For example, little recesses on shaker doors. I need to get into the deepest part. I don't want to leave any air behind. Also, a nice square corner. We have a lot of square corners in the interior film world. Again, go back to shaker doors. Very, very common in that process. So that's a very, very functional tool, and that is one of the key things I look for. The felts vary. Now, interior film, again, we have a lot of textured finishes. So a really, really soft felt will wear through very quick, and you need to keep changing them. If your felt shows any signs of wear and tear, you're starting to see the blade of the squeegee, or it's getting tired, or it's getting dirty, change it. Quite often, if you're doing a lot of fitting, you'll be changing them at least once a day. Some of the thicker squeegee felts, you get some that are double walled and a little bit more durable, they can last a few days, but they might get dirty. So again, change them. If you don't and things get tired, squeegees get tired, you can easily damage your finishes, and you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to have to redo something unnecessarily. Then the last thing is size. That's a pretty much a standard size squeegee. They get a little bit bigger, and they get bigger and bigger, all the way up to having something like this. Now, they can be great in the right situation, especially with big wall drops, big distances. But the bigger the squeegee, the wider the squeegee, the less pressure I get. And pressure is that thing that you never see, but it's important, you can't forget about it. So the bigger the squeegee, the more I need to push down to get the same amount of pressure as I do with a smaller one. Now let's talk about squeegee grip. There's no real one right or wrong way. Everybody's got a little bit of a different technique. My preferred go-to, utilising this channel in the centre. So I'll have 2 fingers on one side, my thumb on the other. And what this allows me to do when I'm squeegeeing is to pivot the squeegee. So when I'm going from one side, I can pivot that way. The other side, I can pivot the other way. That just makes it really, really flexible and really comfortable for me to work. Okay, now let's talk basic squeegee technique. So we've got our piece of film here pre-applied, we've got a hinge on one end, we're going to remove the liner and apply this film. So we'll roll this up, start taking this liner off, and I'm going to use the film with the liner on to keep everything nice and straight. Squeegee down, nice low angle, and I'm going to rotate my squeegee roughly 30 degrees, and I'm going to overlap what's already applied and what's not. So roughly no more than half a squeegee, straight line to one side, rotate it back the other way, and this will mean that I can apply the film evenly without distorting it as I go. And if you do centre to edge, that's a very good place to start. Now, one thing with interior film is that it is much more rigid and much more boardy than most other films in other industries, fake wrap, sign vinyl, etc. So it's actually very, very forgiving to fit, especially on smaller panels like we have here. But when we get into bigger spaces, walls, worktops, anything like that, where we've got a lot of material and it's got a long way to travel, a bad squeegee technique can mean you get into trouble and you get into problems quick. So keep squeegeeing this out, good pressure, utilising the air release system to get rid of all air bubbles. Another thing as well is the warmer the day, or the warmer the conditions, the softer this film becomes, and the more likely we are to manipulate it and cause tension. Remove our liner, double check all edges, and there we have our film applied with a good technique. And now we've got that applied and everything looks good, it's nice and flat. Now I'm going to show you what's actually happening behind the scenes. Right, so now let's show you with this piece of film what's actually happening between the product, the adhesive, and the surface we just applied that to. So So we've got this nice piece of green here, it's got a clear adhesive, so it should make this really easy to see. So we'll take this film off. We're going to lightly apply this onto this acrylic. Now, the one thing that the vast majority of interior films have is an air release system. And again, when we flip this over, you're going to see exactly what that looks like. That makes it much easier to apply without getting trapped air or air bubbles left behind. But if you're not considerate of that, bad pressure, that can cause problems, and I'll explain why in a second. So we've got our film on there, and we're going to apply some light pressure. And from there, it's nice and flat. You've just fitted that product, and you'll be happy with it. So let's flip this over and actually see what's happening. So if you lift this panel up, we'll be able to see when it catches in the light that it looks quite shiny. There's a lot of what we call silvering in there. Now that might not look like much now, so let's flip that over, let's apply a bit more pressure and see what difference the pressure makes. And on one side, we're now going to apply our pressure. And let's flip that back over, and we'll take a look at what difference pressure has now made. We now should be able to see, we've still got all the silvering down here, but on the top side, it's become a lot more darker. So we'll see this clear dividing line here. All that dark is now the adhesive touching the surface, and all that silver is all air that's been left behind. And what would happen with all that trapped air, depending on what we're doing, that needs to escape somewhere. On a flat panel, it may still push out through those air channels when the adhesive settles. But if it's the panel underneath and we've just finished wrapping it, could be a kitchen door, anything like that, a lot of those air channels are already closed. And what happens to air when it warms up? It expands. Those pockets of air that have isolated, now when it expands, they look like bubbles. And people don't understand where those bubbles have come from. And it's normally, or the vast majority of the time, it's air that was just left behind because of not enough squeegee pressure. So now we've seen squeegee technique, and we've talked about pressure and why it's important. So we're going to reuse this piece of film here, and we're going to recreate an air bubble. Even the best fitters can easily miss a spot. So how do we get rid of said air bubble? So I'm going to just manufacture one here. And push that out. So hopefully now we can see we've got a pocket. So there, a common mistake, and it'll work sometimes, it won't work every time. So use the squeegee and just push it. Depends on the film, depending on the conditions, you can easily leave little marks in your film and you will not get rid of them if you do that. Best practice is push from the centre and utilise the air system to chase the air out through the channels. There's a lot of air in there. Those air pockets in those channels are tiny. Then we still need to push it out because the air's still in the air release system, and now we've got rid of it. If that pocket there was showing resistance and it didn't want to push out, then maybe the adhesive's already settled and we might need to pop it. Ideally with something with a round tip like a pin. Now you've seen those demos, it's time to put that into practice. If you want to get the best squeegee discipline, then the thing I would recommend to do is get a film which doesn't have an air release system on and it's a little bit thinner and a bit softer. That way, if you go to fit an interior film over a bigger distance, whether it's walls, worktops, whatever, you will find it a lot easier. It's a good place to start. If you're new or just getting into interior film and you want to find out more about the opportunities, where it can and can't go, then come and do our Architectural Crash Course on the William Smith Online Academy. It takes 10 minutes, it's totally free, and it'll tell you everything you need to know to get started. That's all for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more practical training tips and tutorials.